Hey, I'm Jake Blanchard, and welcome to Out Jakes. Today, I'm at Boise Fencing Club, and I'll be learning to fence with Coach Andy Gearhart. This gentleman over here is my training partner, Chris, and you're going to find out why he's laughing soon enough. Having opened Boise Fencing Club in 2014, Coach Andy has passionately taught fencing to the Treasure Valley in Idaho. But his fencing career stems a little farther than that, almost 37 years.
When I was 10, I asked my mom about it, and she found a club that happened to be local, and I started and loved it.
Andy started fencing under Master Bucky Leach in 1983 and found great success in his college years at Penn State, where he's still ranked in the top 10 all time for men's foil fencing.
Tell me a little bit about fencing.
So fencing's been around forever. It's kind of developed over the ages to the point now where we don't kill people anymore. And it used to be duels to the death, then first blood, and then, too many people were getting killed, so then they...
Just getting softer and softer and softer.
Exactly. There's 3 different sword types in the Olympic sport of fencing: saber, foil, and epee. So saber, the one that I don't teach, the only one of the 3 that you can hit with the side of the blade or the point. So they call it a cutting sword. So you're actually making a cutting motion with the blade. You can hit anywhere from the waist up. The next one is epee, which you can only hit with the point, so thrusting, so straight forward, but you can hit anywhere on the body, head to toe. So that was more of your dueling sword. And then foil, which is the one we're gonna start with today, which is what you're suited up for, is lightest of the 3, thrusting again, but only on the torso. So chest and back, no arms, no head, no legs. Everybody can fence a little bit differently.
Yeah.
There's your basic moves, but you can kind of put your own spin on them a little bit.
It's like a skateboarding, maybe having their own style.
Yeah,
something
exactly.
that's like unique. Or...
Yeah, when I come in, I'm not just ABC with everybody.
And then you're about to give me a lesson. Maybe take me through the things that you need to learn to even just get started with this.
So we're gonna learn how to stand in fencing, which is called your on guard position. And then we're gonna learn how to move. Because we're in like a long rectangular space, we're only moving forward and backward. We'll learn how to do a basic attack, how to defend, and get you fencing.
Now let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
Andy made the fatal mistake of giving me a sword, but thankfully, they're not very sharp. You're looking at a champion in the making. My mask got stuck. Champion in the making.
Then you parry back and then you go. Yep. So it becomes a conversation, right? It's a back and forth.
Andy is an amazing teacher, and we got right to work. Mentally, the first barrier I came across was jabbing an object at another person. But after I realized it doesn't hurt at all, I started to absorb the details. He ran me through movement, thrusting, and parrying. It wasn't long before I was able to at least understand a little bit.
Good, good. Hup. Boom, 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 boom. That's it, good.
I found fencing to be unlike any sport I've done in the past. Range management is critical. It's a mixture of strategy and athleticism. It's fast-paced, it's cool. There's a finesse that's so critical to the sport, and it can come down to fractions of an inch. Also, it's fun to block a sword when somebody's trying to stab you. You feel like Zorro.
Nice, there you go. You're getting the hang of it now. I think epee is going to be your weapon.
After Andy felt comfortable with what I knew, he set me up for my final test, a one-on-one duel with one of his best students. Chris is pretty good, and he's been watching me learn the entire time, lending his support and laughter as I stumble through a crash course in fencing. But now it's time to test my skills, and even though Chris couldn't be a nicer guy, it's time to take a stab at scoring some points against him. Let's see how it goes.
Ready? Fence. Oh, halt. Touch left. You're supposed to parry.
Oh, that was the point already?
Yeah. You're supposed to parry that and hit him, just like we did before.
Wait, no, that was way too fast. All right, here we go.
Fence. Halt. That's better. Get away, get away, get away. That was good. Foul. Match.
All right. Did that literally last 24 seconds?
Yes.
Okay. 24 seconds, 5 points. If you're doing the math here, that's like a point every 4 or 5 seconds. So I guess I could have done worse technically, but not by much. We did a few more matches with similar results. But like most things, when you get a few reps, you start to become a little more comfortable with the pace of the sport. Let's just hope I come up with a better showing in the epee duel. After all, Andy said it was my best weapon.
All right, on guard, ready? Fence.
And just like that, for the first time, I scored a point. And though it was a bit of a confidence boost, the difference between luck and skill quickly reappeared as we continued to duel. And Chris made quick work of me. I'm going to be honest, this is a lot harder than it looks. And it really put in perspective how cool and often overlooked the sport can be. It's piqued my interest and is something I look forward to trying more of in the future.
All right, so how did I do? You did great. For a beginner, it was awesome. You moved well, you're athletic. As you progress, and even in the beginning phases, you know, it is good exercise. With kids, a lot of times I will relate it to playing video games. You're not looking at the controller as you're playing the video game. You just kind of know where things are and you're doing it. And that's kind of what happens with your body and your legs. So that mentally you can start fencing and thinking about the tactics, right? What's happening, what's open, not just, oh, he's coming at me with a sword.
Well, thanks again. I really appreciate the effort and the time and the education around what fencing is.
Oh, you're welcome.